All right, let's step into a story together, a world painted with silver light and filled with morning songs, where we're going to follow a tiny hero on a really big journey to find his voice. So picture this. Our story begins in a forest where the leaves shimmered silver whenever dawn arrived. It's a place that feels like it's touched by magic, right? And it's here that we're going to meet our main character. Deep in the heart of this shimmering world lives a little bird named Pip. And his job, his one cherished duty, is maybe the most important job in the entire forest. He sings the morning song. So who is Pip? Well, he's almost impossibly small. I mean, think about it. Smaller than a pine cone. He's got this chest, the color of pale gold, and these soft little brown wings. He's the kind of tiny creature you could just picture resting on a single leaf. And every single day, without fail, this was his ritual. Before anyone else in the forest was even awake, he'd fly up to the very highest branch of the tallest tree, just a tiny silhouette against a sky that was just starting to think about dawn, and he would wait. But you have to understand, Pip's song wasn't just, chirping. It was like a key. It was the actual song that opened the morning. It was the signal for the creek to start sparkling, for the sleepy flowers to unfold their petals, and for the sun itself to finally climb into the sky. And he carried this huge responsibility with with an even bigger sense of pride. In his little bird mind, the world woke up because of him. The day just couldn't get started without his melody. But when your whole world is built on such a perfect, delicate routine, what happens when it breaks? What happens when you wake up to a world without light? Well, until one morning. After a night of the soft, sweet-smelling summer rain, Pip slept more deeply than he had ever had before. He just curled up in his cozy nest, and for the very first time in his entire life, he woke up too late. And when he finally fluttered his eyes open, the world he knew was just gone. The vibrant, living forest was wrapped in this dull, silent gray. Everything was wrong. You can see the difference here. Instead of that beautiful golden light, the sky was just a pale, dim gray. The brook, which should have been sparkling, was just this slow, quiet stream. And all the flowers, they were still tightly closed. The world was just on pause. Pip is in a total panic, right? He's flying around asking every creature he sees, where is the morning? And that's when the old owl in the pine tree just opens one sleepy eye and delivers this simple, heavy truth. You never sang. It wasn't that the morning was lost, it was that Pip had never called it. So he rushes to his branch to try and fix this terrible mistake. He puffs up his little chest, ready to sing the most important song of his life. But nothing comes out. Just silence. His beautiful, world-waking song was completely gone. And in that moment, all that pride just evaporates into sheer panic. He really believes he has lost the morning itself, and so he begins this desperate search, a frantic flight to find his missing song. He flew absolutely everywhere, frantically asking the daisies in the wind, "Have you heard my song?" But nobody had. It felt like the entire day was missing, and Pip was just sure it was all his fault. Just as he's about to lose all hope, totally exhausted and heartbroken, at the very edge of the forest, he meets someone new, an old, wise turtle named Moss, who has seen more sunrises than Pip could ever imagine. And this is the turning point. Moss is about to offer Pip the wisdom of stillness, a secret that is going to change how he sees the world and his place in it forever. When a completely distraught Pip explains that he's lost his song, Moss gives this gentle, really profound reply. Then perhaps you are looking in the wrong place. It's not really an answer, is it? It's more like an invitation for Pip to think a little differently. What does he mean? I mean, Pip is totally confused. We might be confused too. How can you be looking in the wrong place for something that comes from inside you? The turtle's advice just feels like a riddle. Moss just tells him to listen, really listen. And as Pip stills himself and does just that, he starts to understand. His song, it was never a solo performance. It was a reflection of everything happening around him. The true song was made of the water's rhythm, the softness of the breeze, the harmony of the leaves. It was the quiet heartbeat of the entire forest waking up. And it all just clicks into place. It's this huge epiphany. He hadn't lost the morning at all. He had only forgotten to listen. The morning wasn't something he was supposed to command or create all by himself. It was a symphony he was meant to join. His pride had made him think he was the conductor, when all along he was just part of the orchestra. With this beautiful new understanding, Pip flies back to his branch. He's not filled with panic anymore or with pride. He's filled with this deep sense of connection, and he's ready to truly sing the world awake. And as he sings this new song, a song born not from pride, but from listening, the magic just comes flooding back. The horizon blushes with that golden light, sunlight spills through the trees, and the entire forest just seems to awaken, breathing this collective sigh of happiness. And that's the transformation right there. Before, he sang from a place of pride. It was a performance for the world. But now, he sings from a place of deep gratitude, singing with the world. He's no longer the soloist. He's finally, truly part of the choir. And so, the little bird learned that the morning was never truly lost. It was simply waiting, waiting for a listening heart to sing it home. What a beautiful thought to end on, that maybe the best things in our lives aren't actually lost. They're just waiting for us to get still, to listen, and to find our own small part in the great, beautiful song of the world.